Hi, I'm Shelby Lynn, and I just got done with my first project in Blender. I did a tutorial by Sophie Jantak for Bonsai Tree. Now, her tutorial was for a 2.9 version of Blender. We are currently on 3.6. So needless to say, I did a lot of Googling and research and using other different resources like Blender Secrets, the book. Let's see, did I do anything else? I did do a couple of other Google searches on how to export because it wasn't. Sophie Jantak is amazing. She just is highly technical. On the technical scale between 1 and 10, I would rate her actually at an 8.5 to 9. She obviously she learns this material, or she learned the material back in the day, and she presented it in a way that was very on par for Blender, if that makes sense. So me being as a Blender newbie, I had to do it kind of a little bit different and do a lot of research. And I did, however, so there is a free version of this tutorial on YouTube. I recommend you check it out. Highly recommend you check it out. But there is a paid $5 version of her doing it in real time. I actually paid the $5 because I follow her on Patreon. I love her as an artist. I like her field guide style that she did when she was first presenting these videos. So I kind of want to tap into that with my own art eventually and really bring it to the forefront of what I am doing as I'm learning. I want to be able to use that kind of structure. But here's the thing. Another reason why I needed the real-time videos was I've dabbled in art and doing some art courses and creating actual works and projects from these tutorials and classes, but nothing ever seems to stick because I don't do it often enough. I haven't grown up trying to do art. I haven't grown up trying to paint and draw and do things digitally. So I'm learning these skills, but they also kind of flow out the window if I don't keep practicing them. So my other ulterior motive, if I can talk today, was to go and do her real-time video so I can see how she did her strokes. So I could see how she kind of manipulated things with her pen, or what was the opacity at? How was she drawing? I wanted to know that itty bitty step because I needed to know it because I'm so new at trying to learn art. I needed to see the breakdown process. So I did pay $5 because I love Sophie Jantak. I think she's amazing. She's got a lot of other videos that I watched while trying to learn this 3D bonsai tree tutorial that she does. So I think it is very much worth it to check out her YouTube channel and everything that she's been playing with. Right now, she works on creating pop-ups, like actual pop-up books in Blender. Isn't that so freaking cool? Anyway, into my project, we're going to critique it and show you what it actually turned out as. Ta-da! This is the end product. This is the rotation of my bonsai tree animation. This is everything that I did learn from Sophie Jantak. That class was actually very helpful, even though I still had to research my own things and go on my own little Google searches, watching more videos, her videos, Blender Secrets, and any other kind of new thing that I wanted to do in a updated version of Blender. That's just what you do. As long as you're working on the project and completing it, I think it's fine if you're going to learn different things. I learned how I could draw within the camera mode. I can share that later as well. But I like the flow of my tree up here. I like the overall design of that top half and the tree. So that's probably my favorite part of doing this and how I created it. I'm not proud of most things that I do art-wise, so I do like that. The moss ball and the roots really need help. As you can see, there's no flexibility. A lot of my stuff on the moss ball looks just very stiff when it could probably use a bit more flow. So there's that. It was a great project. I learned a lot. I'm very excited I went through it. I love supporting Sophie Jantak. So like I said, I paid for her bonsai tree real-time tutorial, but you don't need it. You can watch her original just on YouTube free version. I'm going to take this bonsai tree And the next step is after my class or my tutorial, if I've completed the project, I will usually have a list of workflow that I actually used to create the project that is sometimes different than what the actual tutorial is saying. And in this case, I did a lot of things different than what Sophie Jantak did. I kept my meshes. She converted everything to grease pencil. She used a lot of tint modifier. I didn't use the tint modifier. I just used the actual tint tool here on the side. That's what I liked using. And then just different ways to rotate. I used a different way to rotate because I couldn't figure out how to get keyframes on the animation because the animation screen looked a little bit updated and different. So I did some things different. Oh, and I also messed up on the mesh a lot. So it was hard to get Blender to not lag because it was lagging a little bit because I messed up on it a bit. This was the project. I'm going to take this and make my own project. It's going to be a grove of aspen trees, hopefully on something that is a little bit more square, more cliff-like, not as much moss ball, but maybe a river running over to the side. So it's taking something that you've learned, making a new project, and sharing that workflow. All of that will be on my YouTube real soon, soon as I can make it, as soon as it goes out. Thank you for tuning in. This is the first project. I'm really excited about it, and I hope you had fun. Thanks. All right. Bye.